Welcome to Cavaletto Studios. I'm Chris. Give your body the gift it needs today with this gentle flow that incorporates a variety of heart-opening postures. Improve your mood and stature as you reach new levels of expression within. So let's get started. All right, we're going to begin in a seated posture, and you're welcome to sit on a block or blanket if you would like. Crossing either leg in front, just get comfortable, align your spine, let your palms rest on your thighs, and elbows soft, relaxed, shoulders pulling away from the ears, and then pull your ears over the shoulders and shoulders over hips, sitting up nice and tall. If you're comfortable, you can close your eyes for a moment, and maybe turn your palms up on your thighs and just notice where your heart is. Do you feel like you're slouching or your shoulders are a little forward, maybe opening them up a little more? Tune into your breath as it comes in and out through your nose. Slowing the breath. Feel a calmness wash over your body. As we think about our practice today, set an intention. We're going to open up the heart, get the body moving. Go ahead and turn your palms back down on your thighs and draw your chin to your chest. Let your right ear roll to the right shoulder, stopping at the shoulder. Then back to chin to chest, left ear to left shoulder. And then chin to chest, right ear to right shoulder. And chin to chest, one more time, left ear to left shoulder. And chin to chest. If you would like to go all the way around, you can do one time each side. Right ear to right shoulder, all the way back. So left ear to left shoulder, chin to chest, and then go the opposite direction. All the way around, back to chin to chest, and then bring the head back to neutral. Go ahead and let your eyes blink open. Find your drishti, your non-moving focal point. Pull those ears back over shoulders, sitting up nice and tall. Let's reach the arms out to the side, turn the palms forward, and then inhale, reach the arms up, touch the fingers, and then exhale, right hand to the side, and left arm reaching overhead, keeping both sits bones on the floor. And then slowly rotate to the other side. And then slowly inhale and reach to the right. And last time to the left. And then we're going to come all the way back up to center. Realign everything, so ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. And let's let the arms float to shoulder level. Just a micro bend in those elbows. They're nice and relaxed, shoulders relaxed. Feel the fingertips, the pinky fingers pulling back just a little bit. So you can, again, opening up that heart. Now you're going to turn your right palm up and hold it up, and then just turn and look over that right, those to the right fingertips. One more breath here. And then let your head come to center. Turn that right palm down, left palm up, and turn and look towards the left hand. Just notice the neck, the shoulders. We're building heat and warmth in those shoulders. And then slowly turn your left palm down, turn your right palm up, and look over the right again. Again, feeling that heart opening, maybe feel the back muscles starting to get warm and working. And then turn your right palm down, head comes to center. Left palm up, turn and look over your left fingertips. Continue breathing. Turn your left palm down, head back to neutral, and then let your arms slowly drift to the floor. So you probably felt some heat, some warmth in those shoulders, hopefully. And then inhale, both arms up. Touch the fingers, exhale, arms out to the sides, palms down. Take your right arm over the left, crisscross the elbows. Find your eagle arms. So variation, if this is very challenging, you can always place your hands on your shoulders and just gently draw those elbows up and down. One more. And then we slowly unwind the arms, extend them out. Now take the left elbow over the right. We just switch sides, eagle arms. Again, option to place your hands on your shoulders, crossing at the elbows, and draw those elbows up and down. Feeling the nice stretch in the shoulders. And then find your level, neutral area of the elbows to the shoulders and slowly unwind. And then extend the arms to the floor again. Take a deep breath in. Notice if you're sitting a little taller now. Inhale, both arms up to the sky. Touch the fingertips. And then exhale, twist to your right. Right hand behind you, left hand on the thigh. Lift and twist. Look over that right shoulder. One more breath. And then slowly come through the center, reach both arms up, touch the fingertips, and then exhale to the left, lift and lengthen through the spine, left hand as a kickstand. Looking over your left shoulder. And then slowly coming back to center, reach the arms all the way up, touch the fingertips, turn the fingers towards the front, like facing forward, and then bend the elbows. Find your cactus arms and open up that heart, maybe looking up, feeling the tips of the fingers reaching slightly back, and then come back to neutral, and then side bend to your right, keeping that left arm open and up, and then inhale, center, and exhale to the left, opening up that top right arm, and then coming back to center, and inhale the arms up, and then exhale the palms all the way back down to the floor. Now we're going to transition from here, bringing the hands in front, and then turning into tabletop, knees under hips and hands under shoulders. Spread out those fingers, pressing into the tops of the feet, cat-cow. So round through the back, nice exhale. Inhale, lift and open. Lift the heart, or open the heart, lift the head and the tailbone, and then exhale, round. Inhale, lift and open. And exhale, round. One more time. Inhale, lift and open. And exhale, round. And then find your neutral spine. And just let your hip drop side to side. Notice if there's any tension in the hips, the glutes. One more each side. And then you're going to walk your hands forward and just shift to a modified plank on the knees, lengthening through the spine, looking at your thumbs on the floor. And then shift your hips backwards, sliding it back, a variation, child's pose, knees together. And then again, shift forward, opening it up, dropping the hips a little extra, opening the heart, pushing into the tops of the feet. And then exhale all the way back down, sliding the hips back to the hips, hips to the heels, and then slide forward again, working your way to an up dog, pushing into the tops of the feet, and then exhale all the way back, hips to heels, and again, come all the way forward, opening it up, And then this time we're going to separate the knees, feet together, slide deeper into child's pose, belly between the thighs, forehead to the mat. Now option to bring those palms together, elbows on the floor, and then bend the elbows, bring your thumbs towards your neck. And just breathe here. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. And then we'll bring both hands back to the floor. We're going to shift forward onto the elbows. Belly comes to the floor, coming to Sphinx pose. So your elbows are directly under your shoulders and your palms and forearms on the mat. And you're pressing those palms and forearms into the floor like you're going to drag yourself forward. And just open up that heart. Feel the belly stretching, lengthening, even through the neck. And then now look over the right shoulder. And then bring your head to neutral and look over the left shoulder. And then back to center, chin to chest. Find your breath. And then head to neutral. Now option is to walk your hands forward slightly and then start to press into the palms and maybe start to extend the arms straighter, bringing the elbows off the floor. Little extension here, getting into more of a cobra. Now another option is to take the feet and knees a little wider and then start to press up. It takes a little pressure off the back. If you have any low back issues or this causes any pinching, then don't come up so high. Option to walk the hands a little closer. Find your breath. Again, keep the shoulders not up here by the ears, but keep the shoulders down away from the ears. It's really lengthening, stretching through the back, the belly. One more breath. And then we'll slowly slide all the way back down to the belly. Bring your palms next to the rib cage and slide back to child's pose. Knees apart, feet together, stretch out that low back, a nice counter stretch here. Really reach those palms forward, bring the palms to the floor, stretch through the armpits, maybe a little shift of the body side to side. Maybe let your forehead roll on the mat side to side. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. And then transitioning to downward facing dog. So arms right out in front of you, tuck your toes, start to shift upward, draw your knees into alignment, and then lift those hips. And then just pedal out your feet, walk your dog. Shift those hips, really roll through each foot. You can flip them over or under. Go ahead, and then we're going to melt into your downward facing dog. Press the fingertips, the palms into the floor. Send the hips back and up. Look at your knees or your toes. The chin is tucked under. You're breathing. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Now we're going to draw the right leg up, three-legged dog, and then bend the knee and circle the knee 3 times, rotating through the hip, and then change direction. And then send that leg over to the left, opening up the hips, leveling out the shoulders. And then you'll bring that foot all the way back to the earth, and then extend the left leg up. Three-legged dog, and then bend the knee, circle it around, let's loosen up that hip, and then 3 times the other direction, and then you can draw it up and over to the right side. Slowly bring that foot all the way back to the earth. downward facing dog. And then take your right leg up and then bring it to the nose, high plank, and then bring your foot to the hands. Pivot onto the back left foot. Find your warrior one. Lifting ourselves up, bending into that front knee and push into the outside edge of your left foot. Take your time coming up. Turn your palms to face the front and then bend your elbows wide, cactus arms. Open up that heart. Yoga for open heart. We're going to really open up that chest, shoulders, pull them away from the ears, side bend slightly to your right, and then extend your left arm up, right arm down, and then take your left hand all the way down to the floor, and then the right, and then step back to plank. Nice and strong, pull the shoulders away from the ears, rock onto the toes, and then slowly lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Melt into it, 3 breaths here. Shoulders away from the ears. Melt those hips up and back, pressing into the palms. 1 more breath. And then the left leg will come up, 3-legged dog. Bend the knee, pull the knee to the nose in a plank. Place the foot on the floor. Pivot onto the back right foot, coming up to warrior one, pressing into the outside edge of that right foot. Bend into that front knee. Shoulders are relaxed. Turn your palms forward and then bend the elbows. Cactus arms, open up that heart. Tune into your breath. Find your dristi, your non-moving focal point where depending on where you are, the ceiling meets the wall. We're looking diagonally up. Go ahead. Side bend slightly to your left. So your left elbow draws to the hip. Then reach your right arm up, left arm towards the floor. Take your right hand all the way down to the floor. Then the left follows. Step back to plank. Nice and strong. Walk those shoulders away from the ears, onto the tippy toes. Chaturanga, elbows into the rib cage as you lower down as close to the floor as you can get. And then upward facing dog. You're welcome to do a cobra. And then downward facing dog. And just breathe here. 3 breaths. After your 3rd breath, we're going to extend the right leg up, 3-legged dog. And then you're going to bend the knee. And you're going to bring that foot to the floor between the hands. And then you're going to lower your left knee all the way down to the floor. Feel free to throw a blanket or pillow, cushion underneath. Make sure your right knee is directly over your ankle as you walk your hands up on your thigh. So double check that you can see that your knee is over the ankle. So you don't want to be here. That's a lot of pressure on that knee. So you're sliding your hips slightly forward, so you're feeling that stretch in that left hip flexor. We're going to draw both arms up to the sky and turn the palms forward and then bend the elbows. Find your cactus arms. Open that heart. Lengthen through the neck, no straining through the neck. Side bend to the right. Go ahead, reach the right arm towards the floor, left arm up. Go ahead, bring your right hand to the right hip, left hand to the floor, or a block right next to your right foot. Start to twist towards that thigh. Option to straighten the back leg, get a little deeper stretch. Then bring both hands to the floor, step back to plank. Nice and strong, rock forward on those toes. Chaturanga, elbows in. Inhale, up dog or cobra. You can always skip that spot and just go straight to down dog as well. You can skip the flow. And just relax the shoulders here. Draw those hips up and back. And then we're going to take the left leg up, 3-legged dog. Bend the knee, bring that foot between the hands, and lower your right knee to the floor. And again, double checking that the knee is over the ankle as you walk up onto the thigh. Just lengthen, push those hips slightly forward, draw both arms up. Turn your palms to the front and bend those elbows, cactus arms. It might be easier on one side than the other. Slightly side bend to your left. Reach that left arm down, right arm up. Feel that stretch through the whole right side of the body. Bring your left hand to your hip and bring your right hand to the floor inside the foot or on a block, and then twist towards that thigh. Option to straighten out that back leg. Take a deep breath in, and then bring both hands to the floor, step back to plank. Now you can skip the flow and go straight to down dog, or you can rock forward on those toes, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra, and then you can exhale, downward facing dog. And just relax here and breathe. Rise up on those toes, back into the heels. Now you're going to step, hop, or walk both feet forward to a forward fold. And just hang out here, hold on to the elbows, let your head hang. You can sway side to side. Make sure those toes are both pointing forward and there's maybe a fist distance between them. And then we'll place the hands on the shins, straighten the arms, flatten the back. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, and then bend the knees, sweep the arms up. Inhale all the way up, and then exhale, palms to heart space, and then open up and breathe. Let's take a deep breath in, reach the arms up. Exhale, palms to heart space. Let's take the right foot back to warrior two and open it up. Bending into that left knee, look forward, make sure you can see your big toe. Relax those shoulders. Feel that back right arm pulling back. Melt into it. Feel the outside edge of your back right foot pressing into the floor. Hips opening to the side of the mat. Bring the arms all the way up. So the whole body and your arms are facing the side of the mat. Bend the elbows, open them to cactus arms. Open it up. Twist the upper body towards the front of your mat, towards your left knee. Open up the heart, lean back slightly. And then take your hands behind the back, interlace those fingers, and open up that chest. Draw the heart open, draw the hands down towards your back thigh. An option to bring your chest towards your thigh. Humble warrior, option to reach those arms up to the sky. And then we'll release both fingertips to the floor. Take your back foot, bring it forward, find your forward fold. And you can always use blocks here. Hands on the shins, half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, inhale, rise. Slight back bend, exhale, palms to heart space. Find your mountain, open up that heart, palms face forward. Take a deep breath in, reach the arms up. Exhale, palms to heart space. On your next inhale, step back with the left foot. Warrior two. Virdrasana two, extend those arms front and back. Shoulders, hips, everything faces the side of your mat. Look forward over those right fingertips. Open up that right knee towards the pinky toe. And breathe. Notice the edges of your feet pressing into the floor. Find your breath. So your right knee's forward, left foot is back. We're going to breathe in and reach the arms up. Turn the palms forward and bend the elbows. Find your cactus arms, open up that heart. And then twist the upper body towards the front. And then take both arms, reach them behind the back. Interlace those fingers, open up that chest, and then forward fold. Nose towards the knee, arms to the sky. Find your breath. And then both hands are going to come to the floor and then step forward with that back left foot. Forward fold. And then inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, palms to heart space. Go ahead, right foot back. Go back to the warrior two on the right. Bend into that front knee. Now you're going to take your left palm up, reach it forward, and then windmill it back. So your right hand goes to the right thigh, reverse warrior, and then straighten out that front leg. So both legs are going to stay straight. So you're going to windmill forward, finding your triangle. Open up the heart to the side as your hip pushes to the back. And then bring the back of the hand on the inside of the thigh. Slide down as far as you feel comfortable. Option for the right arm to be on the hip or up into the sky. You can look sideways or up at your arm. Your hand can even be on the ankle. So you got lots of options here, or use a block. Go ahead. Now you're going to bend your front left knee. Bring your top arm in and twist all the way around to bring your right elbow or tricep onto the thigh. Press the palms together. See if you can open up that heart, pressing the palms, twisting to the left. Might feel a nice belly stretch here. And then slowly release. Bring both hands to the floor. Bring your back foot forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Slight back bend. Exhale, palms to heart space. Let your arms rest next to the body. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Stepping back with the left foot for warrior two on the other side. Extend the arms front and back. Turn and look forward at those front fingertips. Open up that heart. Now you're going to take your front palm, you're going to reach it forward, turn it up, reach it back, forward, and flip it. And then look up, hold it here, and then straighten out that front leg. And now you're going to windmill the right hand forward, thumb is up. Open up that heart to the side. Slide the back of the hand on the inside of the thigh or a block or your ankle. From here, you're going to bend your front knee, take that top arm, start to twist all the way towards your right thigh. Press the palms, twisting towards that right thigh. Might feel a nice belly stretch here. One more breath. And then we're going to bring both hands to the floor. And then we're going to step back to plank. One step all the way back to plank. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. And then chaturanga, lowering down nice and slow. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And then exhale, find a child's pose. Knees apart, feet together, melt the belly between the thighs. Reach those arms out. One more breath. Now from here, you're going to slide to the elbows all the way to the belly. Elbows under the shoulders, going back to your sphinx. Opening it up. Good. Tuck your toes. And then start to lift first just to the knees so you're feeling the core muscles engage. And then option to go to a full plank. Pull the shoulders again away from the ears and slide forward on the toes. So you slide forward over those arms a little more. Just feel that core working. One more breath. And then we're slowly going to lower the belly back to the floor. Untuck your toes so the tops of the feet are on the mat. And then you're going to slide your elbows out to the side. And then bring your forehead to the mat and reach both hands to the back hips. Reach both hands all the way back. So you're reaching towards your toes. Palms are up. Now, first thing we're going to do is open up the heart. So you're going to start to lift the upper body as the hands reach towards the feet. Engaging that core, option to lift both legs off the floor, locust. One more breath, and then we lower all the way down. Go ahead and turn your right ear to the floor. And then turn your left ear to the floor, walking the shoulders away from the ears. And then bring your head back to center. Bring your right hand forward so it's across the front of your mat. Bend your left knee and reach your left hand back to hold on to your left foot or ankle. And then start to pull your foot towards your heel, towards your butt cheek, that left glute. Now start to kick your foot into the hand so the thigh comes off the floor, and then start to press into the right hand on the floor. So you're really opening up that left side of the body, half bow. One more breath, and then we're going to lower back down to the floor. Release that left leg. Bring the left hand across the front of the mat and reach your right arm back towards your foot. Bend your right knee, reaching for that right foot. First, pull it into the glute. Feel that nice quad stretch. Now you're going to start to kick your foot into your hand. So you're kicking the foot away, which will lift that thigh off the floor. Extending through the shoulder, and then press into that left arm on the floor, really opening up the right side of the body. Tune into that breath, that ujjayi breath, ocean sounding breath. And then we're lowering back down. Now you have the option of doing both legs. So you reach back with both hands, holding onto the ankles or the feet. Draw the chin in slightly so your neck's in alignment, and then start to open up the chest, lifting the upper body first. Then you can start to press into the feet, opening up to full bow. And tune into the breath. Inhale and exhale. One more breath here. And then slowly lower all the way back down to the floor and let go of those feet. Let them slowly rest. Bring your hands next to the rib cage and then push yourself up and back to child's pose. Sending the hips towards the heels, forehead to the mat. And then you can even shift side to side. Getting a little stretch in that low back, counter stretch. Let your forehead rock on the mat. Option, let's walk our hands together. And then bend the elbows, elbows stay on the floor, and reach your thumbs towards your neck. And then from here, we're going to release the right hand to the floor. Lift up enough that you can take your left arm underneath, thread it under, and lower onto that left shoulder. Nice little counter stretch. Wiggle those left fingers. Reach that right arm way up to the front of your mat. One more breath here. And then you'll bring your right hand close to help you up. Reach your left arm out. Slide your right arm underneath, lower to that shoulder. Wiggle the fingers. And then bring your left hand close to your head, slowly coming up. And then you're going to cross your ankles or bring them to the side and extend those legs straight out in front of you, sitting up nice and tall. When we open the heart, we do all those chest muscle openers. It just really helps with our posture, so helps us not slouch so much. We really want to lengthen and lift. And just breathe. Bring the hands next to the body on the floor, lengthening through the arms, flex the feet. Feel those heels maybe coming off the floor and the quad muscles tightening up. And then relax them, give them a shake. Now you're going to pull in your right knee towards your chest. I want you to pull in your right foot to the outside edge of your right hip. So if you used your hand, you would direct it. So your right heel is in alignment with your hip, right on the outside, so it's not tucked in, it's out. You're going to lengthen and lift so that knee is more into the armpit, and then bring your right shoulder on the inside of that right knee. Still flexing the left foot, and then you're going to reach your right arm out, bend the elbow and bring it back behind you. So you're trying to reach towards your back thigh. Now you can just have the left hand on the floor, or if it's in your practice, you can reach back and interlace or just clasp the fingers. Lengthen and through the spine, and then start to lean forward. And just feel that nice stretch. And breathe, looking down at your knee. Inhale and exhale. And then we're going to release the bind and then come all the way up. Just give that knee a squeeze, hug it with the left arm, reach the right arm behind you. Still flexing that left foot. Nice little counter stretch here. And then we're going to tuck that right foot into the left thigh. Let it fall open. Sit up nice and tall. Flex your left foot. Inhale, both arms up. And then exhale, forward fold. And just hang out here. Maybe you can reach your toes, maybe not. It's okay. You can wiggle your foot. You can hold on to your left wrist and do a bind if it's in your practice. I'm not there today with that bind on my foot because this is still healing that bulging disc. It's a long process. But eventually we just keep working through all the things our body throws our way. And appreciate what we have, work with the tools that we have. Lengthening through the spine as you lean forward, rotating through those hips. One more breath. And then you'll start to work your way up, walk those hands in nice and tall, and just sit tall. Feel the body adjust back to where you are. And then you'll pull that right knee in and extend it out. And then slowly pull the left knee in towards the chest. Pull that left foot towards the outside edge of your left hip. Then take your left shoulder and bring it on the inside of that left knee. Reach the arm out. So you're really trying to tuck that tricep into the shin, bend the elbow, and wrap it around. So your shoulder's going to roll forward. Take your right arm behind the back and clasp those fingers, and then flex your right foot, and then lean into it. And find your breath. Think about lengthening through the neck. Just notice what's going on in the body. No judgment, just observe. One side might be easier than the other. One more breath. And then we'll slowly start to unwind, let go of the bind, bring the arms up, sit as tall as you can, and then bring the right arm around that left knee, left hand behind you, lift and twist. From here, we're going to come back to center and then bring the inside edge of your left foot against the thigh, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, both arms up, hinge through the hips as you reach forward. Again, you can always hold on to the wrist as you reach over the toes, or you can just hold on to the feet, ankle, knee, whatever feels good to you, hinging at those hips. And just looking towards the knee so your neck stays in alignment. And just give your body time to relax here. Feel the shoulders relaxing a little more. If you feel a lot of tension, just give your foot a wiggle. See if you can melt a little deeper. One more breath. And then we're slowly going to inhale, reach the arms down by the hips as you come up, so you can sit nice and tall. And then pull that left knee in, and we're going to extend it out and give those legs a shake. And then you're going to bend the knees and slide your hips forward so you can find your boat pose, Navasana. Hold onto the thighs if you'd like. Lift, lengthen, and start to lean back. You have the option of letting go or floating the legs. Release. You can do full extended, shoulders back and down, and then find those cactus arms. So even if your heels are on the floor, you can still do cactus arms. And you can also do one holding on. So find a variation that works for you. And then twist to your left. And then twist to the right, twisting back to center. Then bend the knees, bring the fingertips behind you on the floor, elbows bent. Separate your knees and place the feet on the floor flat. Lengthen through the arms and open up that heart again, spreading out those fingers. You can have the fingers forward or back, whatever way works for your shoulders. Option to press through your feet, lifting to a reverse table, opening up that heart. The shoulders also works the different areas of the core. And then slowly lower the hips back down, extend the legs up, and find your boat again. Option to have your heels on the floor, shoulders down, open up to cactus arms. Find your breath. And then bring your heels to the floor, hands behind the back, straightening out the legs, hands behind the back still. Point the toes and then reverse plank. Lifting it up. One more breath. And then when you come down, bend the knees, lower the hips towards the feet so you can lay all the way onto your back and hug your knees into your chest and just give it a rock side to side. Massaging out that low back. And then go ahead and have both feet come to the floor. Again, towards the outside edges of your hips. Reach your fingertips down towards your heels or your ankles. So your feet are not too far apart, but not touching. And then bring your arms to cactus arms. So the backs of your hands are on the floor, opening up that heart. Feel your hips and your low back and everything really just resting and melting into the floor. And then we're going to start to press into the feet and start to lift the hips, finding a bridge, lengthening, make sure the knees do not fall open. And then slowly lowering those hips all the way back down. Walk your feet nice and wide as your mat. And then drop both knees to your right. And let your head turn to the left. Just feel that nice stretch opening up through the whole left side of the body. So not only when we open the heart and we work so much on the chest, the arms, the shoulders, we also work through the hips, the belly, the quads. It's all connected, one long myofascial train. Helps our posture, helps our mood even. Movement is medicine. As we move and open the front of the body, we just feel better. We're happier. We're more open. Go ahead and bring your head to neutral. Let your knees start to come up to center. Just find that realignment. Let your back and your hips rest on the floor. Feet are still nice and wide. And then drop both knees to your left. And you can look to the right. Find your breath. Feel that stretch through the whole right side of the body. And then we'll bring our head back to neutral. Slowly bring both knees all the way back to center. And let's walk the feet in about hip distance apart. And take a bridge again, lifting those hips. Relax the shoulders. And then slowly lowering the hips all the way back down. And then let's hug the knees into the chest. You can hold on to the wrist, forearms, or elbows. And just give it a rock. And then continue holding on to the right leg. Let the left leg go all the way to the front of the mat, flexing the foot. Press your right leg up to the sky. Flexing the foot, maybe walking the hands up the thigh. And we'll take a deep breath in, reach the nose to the knee. And then exhale the head back to the floor. And then go ahead and bend your left knee as it comes into the chest. Extend your right leg all the way down to the floor, to the front of your mat. And then extend your left leg up, hold behind the thigh. Check in with those shoulders. Maybe we can pull them further away from the ears now. Option to walk your hands up the thigh to the calf. Option, inhale, lift the nose to the knee. Exhale all the way back down. And then go ahead and extend both legs straight to the front of the mat, arms overhead, full body stretch. And then as you exhale, bend the knees, bring both feet flat. Push your back into the mat, lifting those hips. This time, option to walk your shoulders underneath and interlace the fingers for a bind. Drawing those fingertips towards your feet. Opening that heart one more time, thinking about opening the front of the body. You can also turn your head to one side. Try the other side, rolling your head the other way. And then head to center. And then releasing those fingers, walk the shoulders out from under. Lower those hips to the floor. And then hug the knees into the chest one more time, a little rock side to side. Now we're going to find our happy baby, and you can hold on to the toes, the edges of the feet. You can wrap the arms from the inside to out, and just a nice rock side to side. Pressing the tailbone to the floor, knees to come pulling down, heels to the sky. And then find your center. Take a deep breath in, exhale, and then letting the feet go, the knees, hug them in, and then release all the way to the floor. Finding your Shavasana. Let your legs just fall open. Walk the shoulder blades away from each other and down from the ears. Turn the palms up. And just tune into your breath here. You might be able to breathe deeper. As we expand and open the front of the body, it does help us with our oxygen intake as well, making us able to breathe a little deeper. And as you breathe in and out through the nose, let go of any tension in the body that's left over. Feel a calmness washing over your body. Feel the muscles of your face relaxing. Feel your body melting into the mat. Take 3 long, slow, deep breaths here. Then we'll start our transition by moving the toes and ankles, fingers and wrists, bringing movement to the body. And then when you're ready, you can roll to either side that feels good to you. Give your knees a squeeze. And then we'll slowly press ourselves up, coming up to a nice easy seat, Sukhasana. Take your time. You can sit on a block or blanket. Lengthening, close your eyes, palms on the thighs, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Notice your breath, notice your posture, notice the relaxation of your shoulders as your heart is open. Bring the palms together to heart space. And then reach the arms out to the side. Inhale all the way up to the sky. Exhale one more time, palms to heart. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.